Hey y'all, let me tell you about Gobble. All Gobble meal kits are pre-prepped. That means less work for you and less waste in your kitchen. Their meal kits include everything you need so you can save time at the store or just skip that trip entirely. I got the box in and I had 3 different meals. I had a Kung Pao chicken, crispy fish tacos, and a beef bourguignon, however you say it. But let me tell you about the classic beef bourguignon. Look, it came with beef pot roast and a beef broth concentrate, red wine demi-glace, cremini mushrooms, cipollone onions, mashed potatoes, baby carrots, and rosemary thyme butter. It was so easy to make. Literally like 15 minutes it took Cindy. And let me tell you something, and all the dishes were fire, but this thing was like a taste explosion in my mouth. It's just unreal. We got to spend more time together and more time doing the things we love because everything came in this one single box right to my door. So see what a difference Gobble will make for your household. Right now, they're offering my listeners a fantastic limited time deal. You get $120 off across 4 boxes plus free shipping and free cookies. And let me tell you, those cookies, I ate one that was sin-baked and it was delicious. Go to gobble.com/reallife. That's GOBBLE.com/real life for $120 off your first 4 boxes. This offer is not available on the home site, so don't miss out. This is genius. It's taste explosions in your mouth like you never had.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney prior to and during any question. If you can't afford one, the court will appoint one for you. Do you understand your rights?
When the wolf is at your door, your running's over, that's for sure. He already knows all about you. Cut you down, no matter by you. Now you better walk the line. Real life, real crime.
Warning, this episode of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast, may contain descriptions of acts of violence or that of a sexual nature and should be for people that are 18 years or older. Heed my warning, people. I do not get the facts of these cases off of the internet or from some television show. The facts I'm retelling you were presented to me by the victims of the crimes or the perpetrators who committed the crimes against the victims. My descriptions of the crime scenes, what I saw with my own 2 eyes. If you're going to get offended, please turn this podcast off now. Thank you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast. And this is a favorite time of year for me and one of my favorite episodes because I believe so much in it. And we're going to talk about is the 4th Annual Krewe Bash, but more importantly, we're going to talk about LOPA, Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency, and we are, like we have in years past, selling tickets for a ton of awesome prizes for LOPA. And we're going to get to that. First of all, I want to introduce my special guest I have in the studio today,
Shane McBride.
Shane McBride with McLaurin Whitetail Adventures. Now, y'all know that last year, McLaurin Whitetail Adventures donated a guided whitetail hunt and a turkey hunt.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate that so much. So Shane's going to be my co-host, if you will, on this episode today. And we're going to talk about the prizes. We're going to talk about the Krewe Bash. And we're just going to bullshit, but in a good way, right? So y'all, the Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency, they help save lives every day. And what the goal is, I'd like everybody, if you're listening to this, to go to LOPA.org and sign up to be an organ donor. You don't have to be from the state of Louisiana. You can be from, give me a name of a country.
Let's go Egypt.
All right. You could be from Egypt and be a lifer and want to sign up for LOPA. You go to LOPA.org. It takes like 2 minutes, fill out your information, and be a hero and give the gift of life. Now, I don't know all the technical terms, Shane, but I know, they do organ donation, and especially with COVID, so many people had to have lung transplants and things like that. But just in everyday life, people are dying literally dying waiting on organ transplants.
And it's happening all over the country and all over the world.
Right.
And I have done my research like you asked me to when I first started doing this. Right. And I can't tell you, from Captain Duvall to my cousin in Wisconsin and everybody who gets these donations, these organ donations, it's a big deal.
Yeah, right. And they're literally dying waiting on these organ transplants. Now, the problem with that is, they have to be matched and all this stuff. And most people, they think they hear organ donation, they're going to sign up to be an organ donor, and that, holy shit, that, I've heard things like, oh, they'll kill you when you're not ready to be dead.
So the cliches.
And that's all falsehoods, people. These people are the best. And one of my oldest, dearest friends that I worked with, I'm not going to say her name. She's a huge lifer. She's a dream team moderator and everything else. Recently, her daughter just passed, but they were able to, so they can't harvest your organs if you're already dead. Okay, and you have to be in that certain state. And
correct.
Whatever.
They got to have it within a certain period of time.
Right. And most of the time, the people are brain dead and they're on the machines.
Absolutely.
But LOPA came in to this lady's family, and she messaged me afterwards. She said, "I want to tell you something, Woody Overton." She said, "I would have never known about LOPA if it hadn't been for you." And they came in, and they were the best people in the world. And they're the most compassionate, caring, loving organization. And I don't know if any organs were donated or whatever, but she had such a blessed experience.
Absolutely.
And so it's really important, y'all. I've known so many people who are alive today or had their lives extended because they've received organ transplants, including, you just mentioned Captain Duvall, who's donated to this raffle every year, including this year. His mama received, I think she got a double lung transplant.
Yes, it was a double lung, is what he told me.
And she lived for an extra 5 years.
And what's that say, Woody, about giving life?
That's crazy, dude. I mean,
giving life.
Everybody that's lost somebody, I bet you they wish they could have an extra 5 seconds.
Right. And to say that you gave a life.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You get to keep on living, right? I tell you, one of the first ones, and I know I talk about this every year. It was a little 18-year-old girl. She was murdered, and her organs, she was in that state, whatever it is, that they keep, that they're alive but they're dead.
Yep.
They're keeping them on the machines, and I think 5 of her organs went, and what I'll never forget is her heart went to a brain surgeon from California, and he's able to go on and live and continue to help other people by doing brain surgeries. So it's like the gift that keeps on giving.
That's right. You not only, Woody, what you're doing is not only saving people's lives, but you're turning people into, and to me, it's a big thing. You're like a saint. You're giving to an organization that gives to other people that never stops.
Right. But you're not talking about me. We're talking about the organ.
But what you're doing.
Well, I believe very strongly in this, but it's the saints, the heroes are the people who sign up to be an organ donor.
Correct.
And the chance that they ever harvest your organs or do whatever they do are so slim. Me, personally, I don't give a shit. If they want anything out of my old tired body when I go, I'm not using it.
Take it. Well, I mean,
maybe you get to go deer hunt or some.
or turkey hunt.
Turkey hunt, right? But y'all, they do a lot more stuff than that. And man, I've been so remiss all these years. Lori Steele is the LOPA representative, and she's love, right?
Amazing.
She does the drawing on stage for us every year at the Krewe Bash. But LOPA does a lot more than just organ transplants. They do stuff with eyes. They can give people the gift of sight, right?
Correct.
They do tissue studies and from organs and for research for cancer and different type things. So it's a whole lot more than just organ transplants. And they're just such a wonderful organization. And I know that's why I back them. I know that's why.
Absolutely. I back them 100%. I've done my research. They're great. Lori is a great, great, great person. And the organization itself is amazing.
Right.
And I wish that people would take the time to read.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're right. And they're a nonprofit. And,
absolutely.
And they live off of donations, y'all. And that's why we do it. And Shane, I know you've put your money where your mouth is by, it's just, I can't thank you enough for what you do. And your wife, Tracy, and McLaurin Whitetail Adventures. Let's talk about last year real quick.
Okay.
Look, we don't have a script, y'all. We're just bouncing, right?
Yep.
So last year, not only did you give away the whitetail deer hunt, which is a guided hunt. Let's talk about that real quick.
Okay. So this year we're doing the guided hunt. It's a 2-person hunt, and it's for fully guided to come out and hopefully shoot a big whitetail buck and get some does and great food, great company. It's an amazing 4 days.
Right.
And we really work hard to make sure you get your animals. And I'm so excited to see who gets it this year to bring them out.
Right. So let's go back to last year. The turkey hunt you also give away. That's special because last year,
Darren Gaza,
and Cole, his son, got to come out, and I got to go to Wisconsin to have my mind blown by all the big ass turkeys they got there. They're like the size of bear cubs compared to Louisiana. And we got to go, and we picked Darren and his son up from the airport, like an hour and a half from your house, brought him in. And y'all, I was blessed enough to be there. And when we bring in everything's first class, Shane has, and I'm just saying, he's got this big ass house. And he has bedrooms that are separate, so that the hunters have their privacy, and that's where the hunters stay.
Yep, they have their own rooms.
You cook for them, and we cooked for them last year.
You and I
breakfast, lunch, dinner, and if you want to have a beer, we have a beer too. And Darren and his son got to come out, and the very first morning we sat in the blind. It was a crazy story that. We don't have to get into all the details, but you hit that call, and then I heard gobbles coming from everywhere, right? It's right at daybreak.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, it was a really good time. We had a lot of birds this year. Last year. We got just as many this year. I hit the gobbler, and all of a sudden I saw your face perk up because the gobbles were going all around us.
All around, and it's a big field.
Yeah, and all of a sudden,
from all directions.
They come in the field.
Right, and so that morning, Darren got to kill his bird.
Yep.
And then we saw birds every time we hunted, and Cole got to kill one that week too.
Yep, the last day that they got to hunt, Cole came out with me and I called in a bird.
Yeah, that's right.
And we had other guides take them out just so they could experience all of what Wisconsin's about.
And I'm going to tell you something. Wisconsin is I hope to own a place there real soon. It blew my mind. It's so beautiful. It's, farmland. It's got like what I call mountains like Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's got swamp. It's so beautiful. And the people are fire. The food, I call it the Louisiana of the North.
Absolutely. That's what you said.
And the people are the best in the world. It's just a great, great time. So let's talk about the LOPA raffle tickets, y'all. They are $15 each, or you can get 10 tickets for $100.
Absolutely.
Saving $5 all.
I got mine. I'm not even joking. I got mine.
I don't think I can get mine. I guess I could, but if I did, I'd probably spend $10,000 on it. But y'all, all the proceeds are going to LOPA. But I'm going to talk about the Macklaw again, and in the Whitetail Adventures, Macklaw Whitetail Adventures. The whitetail deer hunt, y'all, is valued at $20,000.
Absolutely.
So you put $15 in for a chance to win a trip worth $20,000. That's a lot. Now, you provide the guides and the lodging and the meals and everything else. The only thing we don't provide is airfare and the license.
And the licenses. And make sure if you get your license or if you go for the hunt, make sure you have your hunter safety course done.
Yeah.
It's very important.
You win, you're going to get a strict list of rules. There's nothing that we're asking that's extraordinary, right?
No, but it's a hunt of a lifetime for somebody.
It's a dream hunt of a lifetime, and it's first class. And if you win it, if I'm available and you want me to, then I will be in Wisconsin to hunt with y'all. Now the turkey hunt is valued at $10,000. Right. And
Woody, you were there. So,
yeah. Oh, I know. It's the real deal. And guess what, y'all? I'm going to go ahead and let this cat out the bag. I'm going back turkey hunting this year. And I already got my tags and everything else in season 3.
Yeah. You got season 3,
and
man.
Shane has season 2, and I'm going for season 2.
It's so exciting that you actually got an early season this year, because it is going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be fire when you're in that stand calling.
Yeah, well, it's awesome, and the best people, the best time ever, and I can't thank Macklaw Whitetail Adventures enough, y'all. That's $30,000 worth of prizes that Macklaw Whitetail Adventures and Shane and Tracy McBride have donated. So I just love you, and I thank you so much for it.
And you are so welcome, and I love you too. And I'm looking forward to everything this year. And I hope that we can raise a ton of money for a great organization.
Right. And y'all, these tickets, the winners are going to be drawn at the Krewe Bash, the 4th Annual Krewe Bash on February 4th. After I get done with my story, which I'm going to go ahead and let out the bag now, I'm going to name it Sex, Drugs, and Murder. I've never let the episode name be known before. It's a crowd interactive episode. It's a throwdown party. And when I get done, we are going to get on stage. Laura Steele's going to get on stage. The people who donated are going to get on stage and help draw the winners, right? And so you don't have to be present to win.
No, you don't.
And listen, I don't understand these little scanny thingies. QR code.
That's right. Just
See, I'm old school. I don't get those, but we have those.
Yes.
Okay. But we also have hard copy tickets. All right. And we'll post on all social media, all the places that you can go and get your hard copy tickets, or you can contact us directly and we'll make sure you get your tickets. But you can do the QR code, or you can have the physical tickets. Me, I like to have physical ticket, whatever, and to each his own. But now let's talk about this. Staying on Wisconsin and super cool people is, y'all, we want to tell you, I'm going to tell you about a guy I met through Shane. His name is Rich Larson. What's Rich's company's name?
It's Whitlar Construction.
Whitlar Construction. So I met Rich. He ends up being a brother from another mother also for me. Super, super cool. Loves to hunt, loves to fish and everything. And you know what? Rich heard Shane and I talking about LOPA and everything. And he's like, hey,
he wanted to get involved.
Right.
And he said it to you right there.
Right.
He said it to me. He goes, I want to help.
He said, that's a great thing y'all are doing, and it gives me God bumps. He said,
absolutely.
Great thing in this company,
Whitlar Construction. Through his company, he donated 2 items. Yeah, an AR-15
Yeah.
and a CZ-10 suppression pistol.
A 9mm pistol, and y'all, the AR, that's a rifle, and some of y'all may not like guns, but guess what? I love guns, and most people do. It's a beautiful rifle.
Oh,
it's
my
brand
gosh.
new in the box. I have it at my house.
The pistol is just
and the CZP-10C suppression 9mm pistol.
it's absolutely gorgeous.
And it's got that olive color.
It's
on
an
it, right?
olive-colored pistol. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's badass.
I couldn't believe it when he actually handed both these to me and said, "Take them to Brother Woody for his great program."
Yeah, well, he did that.
Organization.
And guess what, y'all? You get your tickets for the Crew Bash, and Rich Larson's going to be there too.
Yeah, he is.
And he is a character in himself. And Rich, we thank you so much. And look, y'all, that AR conservatively is valued at $600.
I think it's worth more.
I think it's worth more too. And the pistol, and Rich is a humble guy, and so I think he lowballed these, but the pistol is valued at, he says, at $500. So, Rich, you're a rock star, bro. Thank you so much. We love you, and thank you for supporting LOPA. Now, let's move on to another huge lifer.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
you know her, and you know her for a while.
Yeah, Ruthie Coxdor. What an amazing person, inside and out.
She's awesome.
So
She's been to every Crew Bash. She believes in LOPA, and she wants to donate this year.
yeah, but she's doing a spring color garden. Install minimum value $1,000 from her gardener. You're gonna have to say the first name for me, Woody, because
All right, so y'all, Ruthie Coxdor.
this is amazing.
She's like what do they call it? Not a botanist, the landscape. It's some fancy term she has a degree in. And sorry, Ruthie, I'm fucking it up, but you know we love you. But she's a professional horticulturist.
Yes,
What they
yeah,
got? So,
it's like a person who does landscaping.
Right.
They
Yeah.
it's not just landscaping. They
but she's like-
design and create.
that's
They're
it.
like an engineer.
It's not like the dude shows up at your yard with a
No.
rake in the moment
She
back truck saying,
designs.
"I
She'll
can mulch
design your
bed."
backyard, not with just flowers, but
Beautiful.
everything.
Beautiful.
She is a
First class.
engineered landscaper.
That's
it is amazing.
That's what I would call her, a landscape engineer, or horticulturist, whatever you want to call it. But she owns her own company. It's called Lanyap Gardener Lawn and Landscape LLC, owned by Ruthie Coxdor, who's always supported Real Life Real Crime. We love her. She said she's donating a spring color garden install. The minimum value is $1,000.
I wish I lived.
I believe she is lowballing it too, because I know that's going to cost a lot of money.
I know it cost me a lot of money to do
Well,
mine.
yeah. When I had mine done before, and I had those people, I was like, "Holy shit!" And then when they gave me the quote, I was like, "I don't really think I like my shit that much." but Ruthie is fire, and she's going to be there. She's been there every year, and Ruthie, we just absolutely adore you. And thank you for doing this. It means the world to us, and you're a hero too in my book. So, got to move on, y'all, because we got so many of them to do. The next one is donated by High 10 Services, and High 10 Services, y'all, is owned by mine and your brother, Mitchell Wayne, is what I call him. The Mitch owns High 10 Services. They install sewer treatment plants and all these things, everything from residential locations to big stadiums.
I didn't even know that was even a thing.
Yeah. What?
Until I met Mitchell Wayne,
right.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. And well, you know what? He's one of only 3 in the state of Louisiana. Now, Mitch is just about to turn 40. I hope he doesn't mind me giving out his age. I think he's 39, but he's a self-made man, built this company up.
One of the most
massive company.
smart individuals.
Hardest working dude in the world.
Oh, my gosh.
But
love.
He's backing us, and he got to go last year to the Crew Bash. We got him and his beautiful bride, Abby, and some of his crews to go. And you know what? He believes in it too. So this is what High 10 Services. Now, y'all, they're located out of Clinton, Louisiana. Oh, back to it. He's self-made, built this company up. In the beginning, he was having to buy treatment plants from other people and then sell them, install them.
Now he bought his own machine.
He even built his own concrete plant. They make them, and he's one of only 3 in the state of Louisiana. He sells to other companies that install now.
I know, but
that's just a hustler.
I mean,
right?
That's wow.
But best guy in the world. He's not going to say a whole lot unless he knows you. That's just Mitchell Wayne, best dude in the world, though. So Mitch is like, well, you're going to. Yeah, we'll tell him about tomorrow. Mitch is bringing in some crawfish, and after the live Bloody Angola second live tonight, we're going up to Camp Roof Lee
to have a crawfish bowl.
Me and you and Billy Amy and Mitch is bringing in crawfish and shrimp, and we're going to boil them. And let me tell you something. It's Mitch Waller, y'all. Last name Waller. I don't know of anybody that can boil crawfish better than Mitch. All right?
He is one of the most dedicated brothers.
Right. Oh yeah. If he's down for you, he's down for you.
I mean,
but what he's donating is a 2-sack crawfish bowl. That's like almost 70 pounds of crawfish.
I want it.
I know you do. You already said you got your tickets.
Yeah, I got
but here, the only catch on this one, y'all, is we might have a little bit of flexibility. We don't have Wisconsin flexibility.
No.
But the crawfish bowl, now, it has to be within a 30-mile geographical area, the Baton Rouge area, approximately, y'all. At a date to be determined by the winner and Mitch Waller. You gotta get the date straight.
Yep.
I will be there. If I can be there, I certainly will be there. I'm a super fan of crawfish bowls anyway. But when we show up, Mitch has these big commercial pots with High 10 logos and everything on them. You've seen them.
Oh, my gosh.
It's all professional stuff. They're not cooking out of a Walmart 10
I can tell you right now, you want to talk about real food?
Oh my God. Hey,
Fish
so
camp.
he has a cooking team with his employees. They won the Bayou Sarah Cook-Off. Now, the Bayou Sarah Cook-Off, these are some, I can say coon ass because it's not a derogatory term, y'all. This is some serious Cajuns on the side of the bayou. Like, these are the best cooks in the world, and
they're good.
High 10 Services won the cook-off. I think they did some braised short ribs and something. It's all outside in these big pots, right? These big black iron pots. But they cook their ass off. We will show up, 2 sacks of live, awesome crawfish, all the fixings, the sausage and potatoes.
People don't even know how good it is.
Mushrooms and chicken legs. Hot dogs, anything you want. You
brats. We cook brats in them.
You put anything in the pot. Hey, ladies, are you feeling overwhelmed by hormonal changes? Well, you're definitely not alone. There are more than 1,000 hormone disruptors living in our environment right now. It's in your food, your water, the air you breathe, the clothes you wear, your skincare products. They all mess with your hormones. Then there's the natural hormone changes your body goes through, premenopause, menopause. And while it's a natural process, it doesn't mean you have to suffer through it. The good news is you don't have to suffer through it anymore, because now you have Hormone Harmony, a formula made only with herbal ingredients that are shown to reduce hormonal symptoms in women of all ages. Hormone Harmony is not just a hormone support and supplement. It's become a phenomenon. Women can't stop talking about it on social media. A bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds. And the biggest benefit? Well, my wife says it makes her feel like her own self again. And that's what women mention over and over in the reviews. And there are over 30,000 reviews for Hormone Harmony. And for a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use code RLRC at checkout. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC for 15% off today. That's happymammoth.com and use code RLRC. Spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts to spark joy, wonder, delight, and that's exactly what I wanted feeling. Hey, y'all, I ordered a super cool piece. It's a candle with a sculpture of LSU's Tiger Stadium on top of it. And each officially licensed laser cut wooden replica features up to 4 layers of detail, creating a bird's eye view of a specific football field, seating section, and more. And every label includes your stadium's name, the team's logo, and school location. And it has a coconut, soy, vegan wax infused with sandalwood smell that creates tailgates and touchdown scent profile, reminiscent of game day. It's invigorating like fresh cut grass and nostalgic like smoke from a pre-game grill, and calming like the crisp autumn air of a new semester on campus. Y'all, I love it. I have it at the base of my TV, and I'm ready to watch the Tigers play on Saturday night, right? Uncommon Goods. Look, when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. And many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches. So shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out of the ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize. From holiday hosts and hostess gift to the coolest finds for kids, to hits for everyone from the book lovers to diehard sports fans. Uncommon Goods has something for everyone, not the same old selections you can just find anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/RLRC. That's uncommongoods.com/RLRC for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. That you want to, and it make it taste like love. Pods of garlic, whatever.
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you, it's heaven. I'm telling you, I have got both hands in the air, hoping I win.
Love. And I can tell you this. I mean, you may not want to drink, but it's actually there. Right?
I am.
There was a lawmaker in the state of Louisiana some years ago who actually tried to pass a bill that if you're having a crawfish boil in Louisiana, you have to have at least 1 6-pack of beer. Some people were offended by that, so he said, okay, it could be a 6-pack of root beer, but it's something you have to have at least a 6-pack of something that has beer on it,
which makes sense.
That goes with crawfish boil, but we'll show up, boil them, hang out with y'all. A crawfish boil is not a 5-minute thing. It's an all-day thing, right?
It's a family event.
It's an event. And so, yeah, you feeding 70 pounds of crawfish, you might have 100 people there.
We did it in Wisconsin.
Right? Yeah, well, I came up and did it for your birthday. Yep. And we did it for Adam and Kristen, right?
Yep.
So, but anyway, thank you, Mitchell Waller, High 10 Services. Y'all, if you got any kind of, just like Ruthie Cox Store, if you need lawn and landscaping, you call Lanyap Gardner Lawn and Landscape LLC. And High 10 Service, any kind of septic or whatever, you call Mitch Waller. And thank you, Mitch, for donating that crawfish boil. And I know this is a low figure, $1,000. By the time we go and load everything up and get all the propane and the fixings and drive and then do the cooking and everything
crawfish
else.
Is not.
It's $1,000 is very conservative, but for a $10 ticket, you can have your own crawfish boil with us. All right. So let's go to the next one. Jim Chapman, Local Leaders of the Podcast, is donating a free podcast to advertise your business valued at $750. The advertisement will be on 4 episodes of Local Leaders of the Podcast, which is also valued at another $250. So that's another almost $1,000, y'all. And that's my producer,
Jim Chapman.
He also owns Vision Podcast Studios, Local Leaders of Podcast. He produces everything that I do. He produces my wife's new podcast. He's fire at it, and y'all, the advertising on podcast works.
And you guys are partners in Bloody Angola.
Yeah, and we're getting ready to go do our second live in an hour.
I know. 142 years into me.
That's right. and we're sitting in his studio right now.
That's right.
So
love you, Jim.
Using his shit. Thank you, Jim. Jim, you rock. And Jim's been there for us every year, y'all, since we started the LOPA raffle.
Absolutely. He's been there the whole time.
And thank you, Jim, for donating. So let's move to the next one. Captain Duvall, Duvall's Cajun Charters. Now, y'all, he's donating a fishing trip for 4 valued at $900. This is a professional guided trip. I got to go do it with him the first time. And actually, he took me and my 2 sons out, and my youngest son the whole time, he's like, we're still on the boat. He's like, when can we come back? When can we come back? It's in LOPA, Louisiana. He knows it. He was career law enforcement, retired. He's been running the charter business for many, many years now. He's got a brand new boat. Everything's first class. The rods and reels. Oh, he donated a custom made rod and reel last year.
Yep.
We were auctioned off at the VIP event.
Yep.
But he is a great guy. His mother was the one we told y'all got to live an extra 5 years because of LOPA. And he actually was instrumental in us starting to donate for LOPA. So Duvall's Cajun Charters, if you want to go fishing, you want to catch some fish, you want to be down in Delacroix, Louisiana, catching redfish, speckled trout, bass, whatever. It's brackish water, y'all. It's not, you're not going offshore for tuna, but it's a big deal.
And it's a lot of fun.
It's so much fun. I got to take you to Mitch Waller's camp.
Yeah, I know.
And
that's
you got
what
to
I'm
catch
saying.
your first redfish,
I got to catch my first redfish with you and Mitch.
And we went on a shrimp boat and everything else. But it's the same place, just geographically a little more to the east. And it's fire. I can personally vouch for this. I've been there. And he and his wife, Kim, are the best people in the world. All right. Go on to the next one. I'm going to let you talk about this one.
All right. So I, for those of you who don't know, I own an electrical company corporation out of California, which is called Steiner McBride Electric. So I wanted to do something this year with my electrical company to also add to Real Life, Real Crime and LOPA. And my wife and I had sat down and talked one night, and I told her, I said, the latest and greatest thing that is the hardest thing to find is a PlayStation 5. So I told my wife, I said, what do you think if we donated this for LOPA and help out with something new and different, exciting this year, so maybe we can give it to a young person to win? And she goes, well, I think that's a great idea, so let's start finding it. So I call Cindy, and I call Woody up, and I said, "Hey, let's do something different this year. Do you guys mind if we could donate a PlayStation 5?" And they're like, "Absolutely!"
All right.
You know,
Santa Claus brought one last year. Holy smokes, man! Those things are expensive, and they're super hard to find.
And we found it, and I couldn't believe it.
And y'all found it, and it's PlayStation 5 with the God of War edition, y'all. And I know this is a low figure if it's valued at $500, but you know what? really want to thank y'all and Steiner McBride Electric Inc., Tracy and Shane for stepping up again on top of McLaurin. They did it. And this PlayStation 5 is going to make somebody very
It's just
happy.
the least we can do.
Well,
I mean, that's just a part of
I really, really appreciate it. And it's love. Y'all, you got to get your tickets. I mean, $10 for a $500 return. That is love. With the PlayStation 5 with the God of War package. Thank you, Steiner McBride Electric, you, Shane, and my sister, Tracy. All right. Moving right along. Fab Four Barbershop. Oh, shit, I forgot to post my before and pictures from yesterday morning.
What is going on here? We got to get that
Yesterday
done.
morning, before we did the first Bloody Angola Live last night, I had to go again to my stylist, who's Crystal Falgood. And she has her own place now with 3 of her compatriots, and they are all awesome people. It's Shelby and Jack Offer's daughter, and God, y'all, I'm so bad with names. But these 4 ladies are the best. The Fab Four Barbershop, let me tell you what I get. You go in there, and I get my beard done up. It's cold towels, hot towels.
I got to
and
see it.
I lay in a chair, I'm falling asleep, right?
Yeah, you were.
And
You were
they're
snoring.
funny as hell. The ladies are super
Oh, my
nice.
gosh.
And they're cutting up the whole time. But not only she did my hair naturally, which is she always does. but that beard thing and the washing your hair and massaging your scalp, and I'm like, I
honestly don't know why they don't have a movie.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously,
they're characters. Right?
They are
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
That was the funnest time I think I've had in a long time.
Well, so the Fab Four Barbershop, they're located by the railroad tracks in Lockhart and Denham. Please call ahead to make an appointment or check the wait times. And the number is 225-271-4479. Now, y'all, the reason you have to get an appointment or call ahead to check the wait times is because they're that good. People,
yes.
we passed back by, me and Billy on the way back by yesterday evening. We got there at 9 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning.
And there was a
They took
ton of
us in.
people there.
We go back at 5 something in the evening and the whole parking lot's full. So that speaks volumes to how awesome they are. Each girl has each lady has over 4 years experience, and they specialize in straight razor shades and haircuts. Beard shaping is also available. Me, I get all that, y'all. And guess what? This is their second year to donate, and they are donating a 75-quart Gator ice chest. It's worth $400, and they're also throwing in $50 worth of men's hair products. Right, so I use all that shit. I use the beard oil. I use the styling gel and everything else, and they're the best. And I recommend them wholeheartely. You say it out loud.
Chelsea 1 and 2.
So you got Chelsea 1 and 2, Shelby and Crystal are the ladies that make it happen for me, and I'll be back there in another week or so before 4th Annual Krewe Bash, which we're talking about, to get done up again. And they'll be at the Krewe Bash, so y'all come meet them. And if you're a man and you want your shit to be high and tight, and even better than that, you might want a mullet. And they can do it all there, and we love them. Thank y'all for donating. All right, so we're going to Loader Winery gift basket.
Okay, well, Ron and Kathy Loader, who are good friends of mine out of California, we just went out there, and we had been talking to them on the phone, and Ron came out to Wisconsin to hunt for Macklar, and while we were in our hunt, he shot a buck and a doe, first time ever shooting any animal.
Congratulations.
And he goes, hey, I would like to do something for Real Life, Real Crime and LOPA. And they are big on charities.
That's awesome.
They were a huge part of the Blitnikoff Foundation. And so they're donating a wine and a big basket. Their wine is absolutely amazing.
I got to try some that night.
Yep. And he makes it himself, him and his wife,
right.
And they bring people in to help him make it. It was, right. And I can't thank them enough. It's a good basket, good wine.
Yeah, we're not talking about Woody making some muscadine wine here. This is an operation. Okay. I've seen pictures of it. It's like bolts and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I actually drank it. I got to sample some the other night. It was absolute fire. And them just out of the goodness of their hearts, giving the Loader Winery gift basket, they valued it at $300. I bet it's more. I still think it's love. And we thank them so much, Ron and
Ron and Kathy.
Ron and
Kathy.
Kathy.
Absolutely
thank
amazing.
Y'all so
people.
much. And are they going to be there?
Yep, they're coming to Krewe Bash.
Hey, California coming to the Krewe Bash, and y'all get to meet them there too. And I think that's just pure love, and we thank them so much from the bottom of our hearts. And a good friend Jeff, right?
Yep.
The next
County
one,
Line.
the County Line Restaurant. Now, let me tell you about the County Line. I got to go there when I was in Wisconsin, and I walked through the door, and it felt like home. Right. You get to sit. The food is fantastic. They have a restaurant attached to it, but we go into the
bar area and sit down.
And everybody in there is super chill. It's like South Louisiana. And you walk in this place is not a hole in the wall, but you walk into a hole in the wall bar in South Louisiana where the best food and the best coldest beer is, and the best
and
people
the nicest people in the world.
The nicest people in the world. And if you're ever what I know, Toma.
It's Warren's. They're in Warren's, Wisconsin.
Warren's, Wisconsin, the County Line Bar, y'all. I even have a chip, a poker chip from them. I've actually been there a couple times.
Yeah, and you know what? Whoever comes down and hunts, whoever wins the hunt, we'll go out to the County Line. Absolutely, we'll take them out there.
And they are donating a $250 Bass Pro gift card
from Bass Pro Shop.
That's love.
Dude.
Any Bass Pro in the United States. And of course, we have one right here in the LP in Denham Springs, and that's $250. They didn't have to give.
I'm getting more tickets.
Yeah, right? They didn't have to give, but they gave it, and it's pure love.
Jeff and Tina, thank you very much.
I've been there numerous times. I can't wait to go back again, and one day we're going to cook something for them.
Actually, yes, we are good. Yes,
Yeah, right.
absolutely.
And we love y'all, and we thank you so much for donating. They're not going to be there, though, right?
They are not coming this year.
They got a very successful business they're running,
Yes.
and that's Friday, Saturday nights is going to be
Friday,
their
Saturday
busiest
nights is their
right?
busiest nights.
But
Absolutely.
hey, y'all be there in spirit. We're going to call you out on stage, and we'll let Shane pick the winner for that one. Okay, but thank you so much, Caroline Restaurant, Jeff and Tina. Okay, Susan Worthington, y'all. Now look, it's Mardi Gras time. That's why we call it the Krewe Bash, Krewe. That's a Louisiana term for Mardi Gras, like the groups, and so we adopted that in the beginning, but we do it every year, and it always falls right around Mardi Gras. Susan Worthington is donated a Mardi Gras wreath, which is valued at $150. Let me tell you something. This thing is huge. It's ornate. Now, other people decorate for Christmas and stuff. Mardi Gras season, we decorate with the gold and the purple and the green.
And I have to tell you, my first time ever seeing it was when I come in here to see the Krewe Bash, and I about fell over.
Right. Decorate. It's
absolutely
it's like
amazing.
Christmas, but
It
it's
is.
Mardi Gras. And so if you're from Louisiana, you know what I'm talking about, and you know these wreaths are super expensive. And whether they're handmade or whatever, this one's very ornate. It's big, and I think it's worth a hell of a lot more than $150. But Susan Worthington, thank you so much for donating that. You're awesome. LOPA saves lives, and thank you for supporting us. And y'all, again, it's $10, $15 for one ticket, $10 for 100. Let's go on to Miss Missy Jewell, who's donating in the loving memory of her son and hero, Reese. Reese.
Wow.
Was an organ donor, and it was
Gives me
child.
chills. Yeah, it gives me.
And I've actually got to go on LOPA's podcast and talk about Reese. Tragic story, but through that story, Reese was a hero, and it helped other people live. And Missy Jewell, we love you, and we thank you. I hope you're going to be there. You know you have however many VIP tickets you want. But she's donating 2 $100 PlayStation gift cards in memory of her son, Reese.
That is just amazing.
And that is love. And that goes along with the Steiner McBride.
And we didn't even know
PlayStation.
that was happening.
That's right. It's totally separate each other. So, Missy, we love you. Reese, we love you. Thank you for being a hero. The $100 PlayStation cards, Missy, my son's probably going to buy tickets.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I'm buying more.
Yeah, he's a PlayStation king, right? And we're going to go down to Dr. Chris Coster.
Oh, my God.
That's our partner, right?
Our brother.
He came in. I was doing something. I had a speaking engagement in Dallas, and then that weekend we had a convention thing. I forget what it was called, but whatever. Real Life Real Crime was there representing
Podcast movement.
Dr. Chris Coster is a huge fan and a friend of Real Life Real Crime, and has been donating since the beginning. He's from Kansas. He's actually a pediatrician, and he's a foodie and everything else. And he does all his own stuff. And last year he donated his tickets to the Kansas University of Texas basketball game.
Yep.
In Kansas, it's not like down here where football is king, basketball is king, right? So, and he donated his parking pass too to that. So that was a big deal. But this year, Dr. Chris is donating 12 16-ounce bottles of Dr. Coster's personal home-brewed IPA beer, and he values it at $100. So that is going to be low. I really want to win that one.
I do too.
I'd like 12-pack for $100. But
Doc, if you're listening,
I've seen his operation. I've seen that it's going to be fire, and I can't wait to try it. I hope Doc, can you bring me a sample?
Yeah, I was going to say, Doc, can you bring Doc? Are you listening?
Or somebody is going to win it and we're going to have to rob them for it.
Yeah, we're going to have to lobby this.
No, I said rob them.
Oh.
Rob them. Someone who isn't me would rob them for that 12 pack of Doc.
Earmuffs.
You got your blinders on. You were with Billy last night, right?
Doc is a great man.
Y'all, anyway, it's love. We are still accepting donations for this LOPA raffle, and you can go anywhere and get them. There'll be links on all our social media on that QR code thing, or you can get the hard copy tickets. Contact any of us. You can contact Shane McBride if you want to, but certainly Cindy Overton, myself, Jim Chapman, whomever, and they can tell you how to get your tickets. Okay, so it's $15 for one chance at any of these prizes, or $10 for $100 for 10 tickets. So it makes it $10 tickets instead of 15. So, y'all, all the proceeds go to LOPA, and the live auction will be held at the VIP February 3rd at 2023 at the Basin. I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out of the bag on one of the things that are gonna be at the live auction that night. I mean, you tell us. It could be anonymous, but you just tell us what it is.
So
this is one of the cool items we're gonna have.
Yeah. So this is an honest item that's coming in. It's a pink golf cart Yeti, which is actually pretty good size. And on the inside of it, there'll be a bunch of pink items as far as cups, whiskey shots, cups.
Pepper spray,
wine.
All of it's pink.
The wine cups, it's all pink, and it's for justice that has finally been served
for Courtney.
Coco.
Yeah, and her favorite color was pink, and we've always worn pink for that. And y'all, that's one of the things we're going to be celebrating at the Krewe Bash this year is justice for Courtney Coco, which finally came with David Anthony Burns being sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Shane was there with me when he was sentenced. F him. He's right where he needs to be. Hey, David Anthony Burns, you can't participate in the LOPA raffle.
No, you've been ex-nayed.
Everybody else, they don't let you have the money inside of Angola anyway. So that's one of Friday night is the VIP event. 200 people. It's a very intimate setting. We get to hang out. Even Chase Tyler's coming, but not to play. He and his bride, Lindsay, are coming just to hang out.
That is awesome. Great people.
Right? And
two-time Louisiana Hall of Famer.
Right. And he said, but I'm coming as a fan Friday night. Right.
I know.
And so y'all get your tickets. If you want VIP tickets, get them before they sell out. Go to eventbrite.com and if you just want to go to the Friday night event, the VIP event, and you don't want to go to the Saturday night event, there's actually
set aside tickets.
Right, it's a different price on the tickets. It's not the 2-night VIP ticket. There's a ticket price, and y'all, I'm not being shy about it. I just don't know what they are because I hadn't got them bad with numbers. But if you buy the VIP ticket, it gets you in for Friday night. It also, on Saturday night, it gets you in an hour early so you can get close to the stage and sit wherever you want to sit. And Saturday night, if you could just buy a Saturday night ticket if you
Absolutely.
want to. And if you only want to come one night. And the Krewe Bash, you haven't been there before. It's a hell of a party. We got lifers coming in from all over the United States.
And I just wanted to say one thing if I could, and I'll make it quick. Good. At the bottom of your heart, if anybody wants to donate to put something in for the raffle, Please. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. Do a basket. This is a big deal.
Yep.
And to me, as a person, I love to help, right? I've always been told by my big brother, always be just as good as a receiver as you are a giver.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, from the bottom of my heart, take 10 minutes out of your day and help somebody because you never know down the line when it's going to help you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Amen to that. And so certainly y'all will take donations right up, especially for the Friday night event. I'm going to auction them off. I'll be on stage and we're going to auction these items off. Saturday night, the big prizes we read to y'all earlier, the people that are donating will be on the stage. It'll be after my live show. And we're going to do that. And after that, the Chase Tyler Band is going to take the stage and rock it. If you've never heard them before, they are Louisiana legends, okay? And it's going to be a hell of a good time. It's an adult party. Got to wrap this up because I got a live show to do. In a few minutes, I got to get dressed. And but thank y'all so much. And we'll put out some more. I think we have 2 weeks left.
Yep.
Is that only 2 weeks?
About 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. All right. And so February 3rd, 4th, go get your tickets for the Krewe Bash at eventbrite.com. Also, LOPA, all these things we read, y'all, it's a ton of prizes, awesome prizes, donated by awesome people for an awesome cause. $15 a ticket or $10 for $100. And if you can't figure out where to get them, contact us. We'll let you know. And Shane, thank you for being here,
Thanks
bro.
for having me, bro, man. Love you, brother.
Love you much. And Billy's sitting in the corner,
hiding,
not saying anything. But hey, Billy.
Hi, Billy.
Bye, Billy. And I'm Woody Overton, your host of Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast. Till next time or ever, don't let me catch you down on Murder Bayou. Peace.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney prior to or during any question. If you can't afford one, the court will appoint one for you. Do you understand your rights?
When the wolf is at your door, your running's over, that's for sure. He already knows all about you. Cut you down on Murder Bayou. Now you better walk the line. Real life, real
Early holiday savings have arrived at Tanger Outlets. Discover the best gifts from your favorite brands, perfect for everyone on your list. And stack your savings with up to 70% off, plus an extra 15 to 25% off only during Tanger Style. Save at Polo Ralph Lauren, Old Navy Outlet, Under Armour, Skechers, J. Crew Factory, and more. Hurry in. These early holiday deals last through November 24th. Tanger Outlets. More savings, more cheer.